Now.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Now I know my ABCs.
ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Welcome to Daddio Patio!
Fuckers.
Start playing the Jumanji theme. I don't even know what it is.
It's gonna be a surprise.
Any
for
song for
everybody.
Jumanji, please.
Today's episode, we're talking about the grocery store. Any memories you got there? Huh? What do you think about it?
I feel like I already, I might have told this one already, but when I was at the grocery store when I was a kid, my mom used to always like take me by the place where they had the meat, and she'd give me Lil Smokies. And one time I ate like 400 of them and puked them all over her pink minivan seat. And I remember being like 3 years old and watching her clean it up, and I just felt like an asshole. And that's part of having kids. You feed them meat, and then they puke all over your pink minivan. And you know.
I loved going to the grocery store as a kid. Like, you know, those little things spit out coupons, and you'd run through the whole aisles and get all of them. And your mom didn't even use coupons, so she was just mad you made this mess.
I like riding in the bottom of the
one
cart.
box of Dunkaroos. Only one?
Yeah, but she could have had two for $3.50.
Yeah, but she's like, no, you only get one.
Dude,
I had this really good idea and when I was in the grocery store today. When I almost got ran over by a fucking piece of shit and a rascal, I decided, my life calling, I'm going to open a rascal salon. And, like, where you go to get your hair washed is actually just a toilet. So then I just take your head and just dump it in the toilet and essentially just give you a swirly to clean your hair out. It'd be a good wake-up call.
How are you going to keep that business going? They're not going to recommend you to anybody. That psychopath dunked my head in a toilet. In front of my family.
They've already given up all hope with life. Like, sitting and just getting fat in a chair and being able to move, like... I'm sure, like, they're just glad somebody's touching their fucking head.
If
like,
people knew it was clean, a swirly probably wouldn't feel that bad. Like,
yeah, I mean,
if it wasn't in a toilet,
it's always clean.
I don't know, the idea of swirly for clean hair.
I think my older brother might have given me one with his, like, friends.
Yeah, dude, Ken's actually brought up a good point. Like, that's actually an efficient mechanism for washing your hair, because it, like, swirls your hair around and stuff. Like, you just put the shampoo in your hair and put your head in the toilet and flush.
Like, don't use the same toilet that you flush in. You have a separate toilet, like, hair cleaning toilet.
Yeah. You got, like, a toilet, a bidet, and then a toilet for your swirlies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if somebody, God forbid,
a
a guest
just wash
comes
my
in.
hair real quick and just get in there.
Yeah,
and
like-
fucking swirly.
Don't shit where you wash your hair, but, you know.
Yeah, I'd get drunk and I'd mix them up.
Yeah, no, I guarantee I would do that.
How do you
You would
give
get the
yourself a swirly?
toilet.
Because I feel like you got to, like, stand with your hands, and then you got to switch the switch at the same time. You got to be totally vertical, or not inverted. You got to be, like, totally upside down to get, like, a perfect swirly. I don't know how you do it yourself. So
Like your
maybe a
legs are,
robot.
like your legs are spinning, like they're like straight up, and your whole body's like spinning around. You're alone in the bathroom.
You're like Cisco breakdancing, just swirl like, on the tip of your head.
Well, dude, speaking of, in the grocery store, I used to always go in the public restroom and take a dirt dump and play Game Boy while my mom was like shopping and stuff. And dude, so my mom always went to Deerberg's, which is a grocery store in St. Louis, in South County, and she would always, she'd let me like walk the plaza, so I'd go up the plaza and go to the pet store and like look at all the reptiles and shit. It was really cool. But
oh, dude, that's awesome.
that's
Dude,
the
I
end
got
of the
some
story.
animosity against Deerberg's, man, because
Why, dude?
I applied for a job there, and everything was going great. I was going through the whole interview process perfectly. They're like, hey, you know, you really got a good chance. They even told me that. You got a good chance of this. And they're like, you just got to do one more thing. You got to fill out this little, it's like a multiple choice.
Kill a guy.
You got to, no, like it was a multiple choice. And it was just like about like my crime past and stuff and like all this stuff. And it's like, have you ever stolen from the place that you worked before? And I said, yeah. I said, I stole like 15 to like $50 or something. That was like the range. And like, because I thought, like, I was trying to be as honest as possible. And here's the thing. I hadn't even stolen. I had just eaten burgers from Burger King that, like, I didn't like, because I worked at Burger King. And I ate the burgers and I considered that stealing. So like I was trying to be as honest as possible because I thought they would like that. I mean, of course they don't. They instantly didn't hire me, and fuck them for that.
Dude,
But dude, I said I stole my goddamn resume or whatever the fill in the blank shit was. Dude, it was total bullshit. And,
Wait, you get to explain
How-
yourself?
how
to them?
old
That
were
you're just
you?
Like, I was just eating some fucking patties.
I was probably 17, 18.
I
Dude,
worked. I worked at Deerbergs when I was 18. I actually was a former employee of Deerbergs.
Lance, what
Dude,
was it?
all my friends worked at Deerbergs except me because I didn't get hired because I fucking.
You told them you
failed
were
the multiple
stole.
They just asked you if
You
you're a
know
criminal.
that you lie on those. Like,
Yeah.
you
All
don't
they
tell
did
the
was-
truth.
All they did was say, "Are you a criminal?" And you said, "Yeah."
Hey, you know what? Honesty's the best policy, okay? So fuck them. If they don't want an honest person.
But dude, you didn't steal those burgers, man. Nobody was gonna eat
Yeah, they
those.
gave you them.
I know. But see, here's what my reptilian brain thought back then. I thought, hey, they'll like that I said that and hire me, and I'll be CEO by next week. But,
Like, oh god, you didn't steal $50 worth of meat.
yeah, fuck
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you go
But,
from a bagger to CEO in a week.
One that stole
Dude,
from his
I worked
last
at the
job.
culinaria for a second, and it was the worst job I've ever had in my life, dude. Working in a grocery store is terrible. I hate it. I hate it.
Mix all the
Oh, it
salads
was a
and shit.
terrible job.
I worked at the Dollar Tree in Arnold, Missouri, dude. That was the worst job I ever had. That was terrible. I was the only person there who was under 60. So anytime the meth heads would come to the dumpster to try to like take shit out of it, they like had me go out there like I was gonna do something, and like
Dude,
they'd be like, "Andy, go out there and kick the meth heads out," and I was like, "Dude, what am I gonna
can't
do?"
understand
And
that.
they literally gave me a broom, and I went outside out back, and I was just like, "Ah!" just shaking the broom around, and they all scattered like cockroaches.
meth heads, they could eat your face, so they like send you
Yeah,
out there
like,
to do that, dude. Like that was not worth
Dude,
whatever
That's
they were making.
honestly the most terrifying thing I can think about.
Dude, I conquered it like a fearless badass, though. But dude, I never got fired from there. But like, they had this system where like they wanted you to write like get the phone number of every person that bought anything from there, which is absolutely absurd when somebody's coming through to get some like sour Skittles on their lunch break or something, and I'm asking them for their fucking phone number. That's ridiculous. So like, I would never ask anyone their phone number. I just typed in the Dollar Tree phone number every time, and then they called this like big meeting with all the employees. And it was me and like 5 like people that were all like senior citizens, and they were like, "Somebody's been typing in the Dollar Tree phone number instead of taking people's phone numbers." And I was like 19. I was like, "Good God, who would do something like that? Man, that sounds awful." And so they never fired me, but they gave me like 1 hour a week after that, until eventually I just like stopped showing up and.
They
Yeah.
gave you an hour a week.
Yeah, seriously, they'd
They're
give
like,
me
come
one
in,
shift.
Come in and waste your day.
They'd
I'm
give
gonna
me
get
one shift.
$8.
I was scheduled for like 3 hours, but they'd let me out after like 1, and I'd
So
get like a
would
10-minute
your
break.
paychecks be like
Dude,
$8?
on
That's
my 10-minute break, I just eat sour Starburst and drink Faygo in the back, and like there's this big cardboard crusher, and I would just throw a bunch of shit in there and crush it. Dude, people
dude,
called me.
everybody always go ahead.
I had like long hair when I worked there, and it was like in like I feel like a lot of the dudes that came in there were just like Hoosier dudes, and they thought I was a girl from behind all the time. I'd be like, "Hey, ma'am, hey, girl, how much is this?" And I'd turn around and be like, "I'm a dude, and it's $1, you piece of shit."
I'm a dude and it's $1.
But anyway, go ahead with what we were gonna say. I don't know.
Their brains. I was gonna say people always go to Dollar Tree because they think they're getting like a big deal. Like they get all these appliances and like plates and shit. But like, dude, it just turns to dust in the parking lot anyway. Like, it just breaks while you're walking to your car. There's like, it doesn't last more than a day.
As soon as the sunlight hits it, it's immediately nothing.
Yeah, it just shatters. Whatever it is, no matter what it is, it shatters. It could be anything.
Yeah, we started
Be an
getting.
action
It's
figure.
rubber and it shatters.
I remember it was
Dog
like
food.
it was like a big day when we got our freezers put in, and it was like a big deal. Everybody was like all psyched, like, "Oh, dude, now we're gonna have frozen food." And the shit they brought in was like awful, dude. Like it was any human that ate that like is definitely not alive today to tell about it, because that shit was terrible. Like if you're getting dollar store like salmon fillets from the freezer, you're fucked. Like it's over, dude.
It's like 67% fish. The rest is just
Probably, dude. That's an
Question
overstatement.
mark.
It's not even that much.
See, original recipe.
man.
Spicy.
So did you guys ever lose your parents and then have the clerks page them?
No, I never
the
had
intercom?
that.
Oh.
Never had that.
Wait, page
I
your
did.
parents while grocery shopping?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I always was getting lost, and I had so when I was in 3rd grade, I went crazy with a pair of like scissors, but like the ones that have like the crazy scissors, like they had the
Fiskars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What they called? They were called
The
Fiskars.
zigzags.
Oh, well, Fiskars made some like that. You can cut a border on like your cards and
Well, I
stuff.
was really angry about something, and I went nuts with a pair of them. Like I cut my dad's shoelaces, and then I cut all my hair off, all of it.
Oh my
my
god.
God.
Was the
your hair
end of
all
your hair
zigzag?
like in that pattern?
What?
Was the end of your hair like in that pattern?
Yeah, like probably.
That's
like,
awesome.
But I cut it up like really high, so the only way to fix it was to basically cut all my hair off. And at the time, I just wore like sambas and my brother's umbros and everything as well. So like I was a little
Dude,
boy.
that's what we're right now.
Yeah, no.
Dude,
So-
if my kid
Gross,
cuts
so
my
I die.
shoelaces, I'm flushing them down the toilet like
Yeah.
a dead fish.
I'm gonna go back in time and have an abortion.
But I went up to Paige, like my mom, like at the Deerberg's like counter or whatever, and she like did like a triple take at me, and I said, "My name's Mackenzie Marks. Can you page my mom? Because I lost her." And she just looked at me like 5 times, and she paged.
Well, the mother of Mark Mackenzie.
Mark McKenzie.
Please come
We got
Mark
mail.
Mc-
We got mail from
Dude, I
Mark
remember-
McKenzie all the time.
for Mark Mackenzie.
For Mark McKenzie.
Yeah.
Like in Harlem, we got mail from Mark McKenzie.
Yep.
I guess that's what happens when you have a last name that's like your first name or
Yeah,
whatever.
and they just switch you up. Luckily,
You
my
have
mom
two
was
two first guy names.
yeah, I have 2 first guy names.
Dude,
Your
yeah,
mom was aware that you were gone.
My mom was aware that I wasn't next to her. Yes, put the 2 and 2
What?
together, and her
Dude,
Mark Mackenzie
my
knew. her
my
daughter
brother
looked like a boy.
used to get my brother's name is Dan, and we used to always get mail for Don. We would get mail for Don Alton, which like is actually my uncle, so it's a real person. But I guess they were like confused because like, oh no, actually no, that's Don Wickman, so that's not a real person. Maybe it's a real person. It doesn't matter. But like,
He's not
we-
your real person.
we would always get mail for Don Alton, and we'd get like calls for like credit cards and stuff. And my brother told me one time that he told one of the people that Don Alton died in like an accident or something, and the person on the phone was like, "My God, I'm so sorry," which is awesome.
That's pretty
He's
good.
like, yeah, Don's dead.
And then they continued to call because they didn't give a shit at all. They just want your money. They don't care if you're dead.
What was that like person
Yep.
we heard about who like went like 6 days being dead because they had all their bills on like auto
No,
pay?
it was like I saw something. It was about a lady she'd been dead for years, and she had all her bills set up on auto pay, and like nobody noticed, which is so.
Yeah, it was in St. Louis.
that was
It
in St. Louis. That's terribly
Yeah, but
lonely.
she was dead for like 6 months.
Damn.
Yeah, and everything was on auto pay, and then
and then
they went to like they like went to come like repossess his house or something, and then found her like carcass in the
That's
fucking
insane.
garage.
Dude, guys, can I just be totally honest with you about something?
No,
No.
Did you?
Ever since I've had St. Louis people in town for like 2.5 straight weeks, and like I feel like everyone just reawakened the bro in me. Like all we did the whole time was like everyone on Tinder and talk about like girls in a disrespectful way, and like dude, and today hey, your
Oh, my gold Casio's going
Kenz's
off.
gold Casio watch is going off. But yeah, today I
God
met some
damn it.
like dude, I met some like Hispanic 39-year-old lady that was like I felt like she was all into me, and I gotta have
Tinder?
a sugar mama, dude. No, it was on a movie set. But seriously, I'm probably not gonna be in New York that much longer, and I need a sugar mama for the rest of the time I'm here. That'd be so sick, dude. She's got a car.
Just don't take some of that sugar mama back to St. Louis with you though.
well,
No,
unless she's a good sugar mama though.
No,
Sometimes sugar mamas are good.
I don't know. If you're going
Unless she's trying to marry you for citizenship.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
no,
but you
dude,
can't
she
do that.
grew up in the Bronx, man. She's a New Yorker,
native.
but she's like Puerto Rican and something else. I don't know. I don't remember. But she's so attractive. I thought she was like definitely only 30 at most. And she said she was 39 and had a daughter that was 20, and I was like, dude, that's awesome. Dude, like imagine having sex with somebody who had a baby when you were 5. She had a baby when I was 5, and if I had sex with her now, that's so awesome.
I mean, either way, you take that as a compliment. You take that as a compliment. Someone who's lived twice as long as you is saying you're doing good.
Yeah, I could tell she
Yeah.
was older than me, though.
They've seen twice as many people.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I knew she was older.
I can't even. I mean, this is back to like the aging thing, but like I can't even imagine being like 75, being like 3 times my age. I feel like I've lived like forever already. Like I feel like the times
you
3
know
that
why,
those people
though?
have
You're
to
gonna
feel,
be
like, freaking,
75
like,
years
ancient.
old.
I know it's about like time getting like quicker as your
Dude, but
life or
also,
becomes,
man, like
shorter in percentages or whatever.
I'm not being arrogant. Well, maybe I am a little bit, but we've lived pretty well, man. Like some of the shit we've seen, done, experienced, and the
Dude,
amount that we've
No,
laughed.
nobody has no one has any idea. Like we've done stuff of madmen,
yeah,
like a complete psychopath.
And
I,
here's the
done
thing.
there's
some
no
living.
doubt in my mind that some of the things, or not even some of the things, our minds at the Wizard Tower, we were insane. We were literally
actually in a
insane,
cult.
like foaming at the mouth. Yeah, we were in a cult.
We're a cult.
Yeah,
that
dude,
that
remember
was
the
a
time we
cult.
like ate that rabbit alive?
It is a cult.
No, like we were jumping around in circles around candles that are melting into the carpet and like
That was
screaming at the tops of
the
our
first
lungs.
night you moved into the Wizard Tower.
That was
That's
the
what we
first
did.
night, dude. And then we ate those weed brownies and I turned into a chimpanzee and ran around the house on all fours. Freaking, dude.
Dude,
That's
I've-
right
I love
down the
that
street
of-
from me,
wait.
dude. Like I was that person like a year and a half ago down the street from here. Like that happened. That's from another life.
I
Whole
love
new
that.
block
I
older
love
than
that
you though.
you just look back on all your life and all the living you done, and like you thought of becoming a chimpanzee. Like that was awesome.
dude, yeah, and I mean the thing about it is though, I'm not even like close to done doing shit like that. Like we gotta keep laughing about everything, otherwise there's just no point. Like
I was telling you that I think I've laughed to tears like more times in my 24 years than multiple people have. In
oh,
lifetimes.
definitely, dude. When
very true.
when we had the house together at the Wizard Tower and we used to have those parties, I laughed to tears minimum twice a week. I had tears streaming down my face of laughter minimum twice a week. And I hope that everyone who listens to Daddio Patio, if you're in your car or if you're taking a dump or if you're on the subway or wherever you're at right now, I hope that we've made you laugh to tears a couple times because that's we just want to share our
Dude.
joy with you because we love you.
Yeah. Laughing to tears is one of the most beautiful things that can occur in the whole entire universe.
Dude, where it hurts, man. I love it.
Laughing until I start bleeding out of my nose and I go into cardiac arrest.
I'm
Best.
still waiting to like laugh so hard that I do an oops poops. Yeah, I want to laugh so that's gonna be on my summer agenda. Someone make me laugh till I shit myself.
Also, guys, I'd like to take this opportunity to apologize because we haven't been on schedule lately, but we are going to continue to make quality episodes, and we're going to make Daddio Patio even better than it has been before, and it's going to be a great thing. So,
We've got T-shirts and tote bags now
yeah.
too.
we got jet
Email us
skis.
your ideas. Give us some ideas on like what exactly you want to happen. As far because like I mean we've already talked about getting the TV show, right? That shit's it's on we're on that path now, getting very, very close for it to happen. And so we want you guys to send us like activities or like actual like physical things that you want us to do, like I don't know, like a
Also-
game show or some shit, or if you want us to like take a hostage and like kill them on live TV or some shit.
Or do you have some topics you want to give us too?
Or topics, yeah, topics.
Or-
yeah,
guys-
user-created topics.
If you love Daddio Patio, you should tell a stranger about it every day. Every single day. That's
should come
that's
up with
a tall
a,
order, but
a secret handshake for Daddio Patio, or something, so that you know they're a part of like.
Oh yeah.
we're just starting
I don't know
another
what
cult.
it'd be that.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going in for the handshake, and then right when you're about to grab the other hand, you just make a ball out of your hand like an acorn.
So, no, Lance, what about the one that you created that one time instead of something?
Yeah, I feel like we've done this.
Oh, you're
It's like-
right, dude.
Yeah, no,
Fuck.
you already created one. Yeah,
It's this. It's regular handshake.
right.
Then
Dude, there's a send them to hell. There's
it's fuck. Send him to hell.
The
It starts
handshake.
with this.
we're
no. It,
we're just messing with our hands right now.
Okay,
Since you can't
it's
see it.
yeah. Or here, we'll put it on Instagram. The hand signal.
The
It's basically a
handshake
P and a
is
P, like from blood, except there's no P in blood.
but you send them to hell too.
Yeah.
You always send them to hell.
Shit, that was months.
You
ago.
send
We
them
did
to
one
hell?
that-
Oh, it was a year ago, man. No, it was
I
like,
think it should be like.
and then you walk away. There was this too. You had to walk. You had a finger
D,
motion.
that's good.
D. Send them down to hell, and then walk away. Like there was this
Oh yeah,
motion.
that's
There's
right.
this
Yeah,
motion in there, too.
that's right.
I'll
Sorry
never
about that, guys.
forget
That was a
that.
whole lot of physical things we were doing, and you didn't get to see any of it. But
well, that's
Andy, just
exactly
put-
why. That's exactly why we're gonna make a TV show, and it's gonna be even better. But Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I think the secret handshake should just be like whenever someone reaches out to shake your hand with a polite smile on their face, you just stab them in the gut with a rusty flathead screwdriver and watch them slowly die in front of you.
Start turning it, like screwing them in there.
That's the secret handshake. And then if they're really down with Daddio Patio, they'll know. And
They won't. They'll have
know.
their tetanus shot on hand already.
They'll be
giving
okay.
it to themselves.
Their last moments.
and then while they scream, you stick a Daddio Patio sticker over their mouth so they suffocate.
Or put like a handful of acorns in their mouth and then seal it with the sticker.
Yeah, dude. Somebody was trying to stick. Dan Gettiker just came out here. Spawn of Gettiker, and I tried to get him on the show, but it didn't work out. But yeah, he tried to stick a Daddio Patio sticker on a pigeon, and it didn't work out. The pigeon got all crazy and flew away and stuff. Also, we tried to feed a Daddio Patio sticker to a squirrel in Madison Square Park by putting mustard on it, but he just reached out and splashed mustard all over his own face. So a squirrel gave himself gave himself a mustard facial off of a Daddio Patio
We went
sticker.
dancing that night, and we put one on the guy's hat and then on the back of his jacket.
Oh, yeah, we went out to a club the other night, and I had a pocket full of Daddio Patio stickers, and we just stuck them all over people. Reggie went up to some European girl and just stuck them on both of her boobs. Just, like, slapped them on both of her boobs. And then she, like, hung out with us, like, the next day. Like, she hung out with us all that night, and then the next day, too. Like, it was ridiculous.
That's awesome.
Dude, that was like when we first got the stickers and went to the handlebar. And
Yeah, he
I
just
said
stuck
it.
them on at least 1,000 people.
every single person in that place had a Daddio. Some people had like 3 or 4 on them. Like, they just had no clue.
I
I
can
gotta do that again.
all across Brooklyn. I can tell if Andy's been in the bathroom.
Yeah, dude, I
Yeah.
keep seeing places that I don't know that I've already been, and the only way that I know that I've been there is because I see a Daddio Patio sticker. I'm like, oh, I must have been here before.
It's like leaving a trail of birdseed.
I always put it on if someone takes my parking spot. I put it on the back of their bumper.
Nice.
Back to the grocery store, I've been sticking Daddio Patio stickers just on like food items. Like I'll just stick them on like
That's a good idea, like on
cake
watermelons.
mix, and I go to like the store. I stuck one on a watermelon. And I go to the store and like in shirts that are on the racks, I just stick them in the pockets and stuff. So like people that buy them are gonna get that. But yeah, I don't know, man. What's this episode even really about?
Hey, you live right by the ocean. Why don't you put one in a bottle and chuck it out into the ocean?
I did do that. You know I did that, right?
Are you serious?
Yeah,
No.
I already told
Wait.
that story on Daddio Patio, man. I
We
stuck
need to go.
I didn't know about that story.
I didn't know
I
that
stuck one in a bottle with a note and capped it and threw it way out into the ocean one night. We went to
What did
Shit, I was just about to say that.
What did the note say?
we all picked a word. It was like me and like 5 or 6 other people, and we all just said a word. So it was some nonsense like paragraph. It was like greetings, we welcome you or something. I don't know. I can't even remember what it said. But like I stuck some Daddio Patio stickers in there and I threw it way out into the ocean, and it was like sealed off. And this was at a place called Dead Horse Bay, which is where a bunch of old like vintage glass washes up from old ships and factories and stuff. Like there was old like 1930s like Clorox bleach bottles and stuff like that, like made of glass, like everywhere all over the beach. So like that thing's probably gonna wash back up, and someone will be like, "Oh, a vintage wine bottle," and then they'll pull it open and discover Daddio Patio.
Oh, dude.
We still need to send one into space too, on like a rocket.
Oh, we'll
Yeah,
get
we
there.
do need to
We'll
send
get
one to
there,
space.
man. That's such a good idea.
Oh, we should get like a weather balloon and then just
Yeah.
like tape a pack of Daddio Patio stickers to it, and then when it pops,
With a note, yeah.
it'll just rain down.
I need to
Man, Sam,
swallow
that's
one.
brilliant,
I need
man.
one on the inside of my body.
Dude, tattooed on your forehead, please.
No, guys,
We
we're
should
all
go to,
gonna
like,
get
the
matching.
old folks home. Go to the old folks home and like distribute them to like everybody there, and just tell them all to listen to it, so we have like a fan base at the old folks home. That would be awesome.
So
Dude,
try-
I don't know
We'll give them
that-
golden Oreos too, so they remember us.
I don't know
We'll give
that
them
old
a packet of
people's
stickers and
minds.
golden Oreos.
I don't think that old people's minds are compatible with the things that we say. Like, I think seriously, some humans are just like they're just too incompatible with the things that we talk about on this show. Like, I think that some people.
That's
are
why-
just-
Dude, that's like day to day, though. Like, how many times a day do you talk to people that, like, they just don't get what you're trying to say.
Oh, dude, I feel that way
Constantly.
all the time. That's why I love talking to
Like-
you guys. I feel that I'm surprised. I'm genuinely surprised when I say something and I can tell that it makes sense to another person. Like, unless it's like one of my friends that I already know that they'll get it, you know, like you guys and stuff. But like when I'm on movie sets and I say some stuff that I think is funny, I'm like surprised if anyone else understands. Like, because they just don't get it, man. They're not on the same
Dude,
level.
I get taken back when they don't laugh, man. I'm just like, what? Not even like a little chuckle? Like, you don't want any humor in your day at all?
Do you
Like,
not love fun?
I mean, I don't know. Some people do
do
get
you
it
not
though.
love fun?
Like sometimes I feel like the people that do get it, like once we start talking to them, it's like almost too raw for them. Like I don't know, it's like it's the humor that they need in their lives. Dude, Jordan was telling me about or Robin was telling me Robin and Jordan were just in town. God bless their hearts, great people. But they told me that when you guys went on that, Jesus, what are you doing?
He was opening a can
You
of
can hear that?
milk.
Yeah,
Dude.
a can of milk. I drink that at night.
Milk?
It's powdered.
Oh.
Dude, Robin told me that like when you guys went on that float trip, there was two guys on an opposite raft that had the same hat on, and everyone started chanting "same hat" until they got
Yep.
super pissed
Dude,
off.
we were like total bullies, man. Like we were like all on our raft, just like staring at everybody, like, "Hey, look at that weak person over there!" And like we all just like had that like 8th grade mentality. Like we chanted like same hat, and everybody they're like, "Hey, shut up, man!" And then like eventually like I forget what they said something, and like Sadik got his wiener out and started doing ball tricks and stuff, and then like freaking Finger showed him like his butthole, and then like freaking like dude, it was just like it was so funny, man. I was pretty much laughing at tears.
That's ridiculous, dude. Imagine being like with your family, like, and you go out with your son. You guys have matching hats, and you think it's like adorable, and you're like, "We're gonna go have a great trip, son." And then a bunch of people come floating by, like,
Same hat.
like hammer drunk.
Dude,
It's
Same
such,
hat.
it's such an innocent,
Like-
but I could see why it'd be irritating if you didn't know this.
oh yeah, dude. Well, yeah, like they were trying to be cool, like in front of like their girlfriends and stuff, and then like a gang of pirates came by. Dude,
Say,
there's another time where somebody brought whistles, so we all had whistles, and the current of the river was it was like 1 mile an hour, and so we were just floating around the same people like for like 9 hours straight, just blowing our whistles the whole time. And by the end of it, we were just like staring at them with whistles in our mouth, just blowing it at them. And the guy was like, "Hey, I'm gonna fucking kill all of you!" And he like got up and showed you had to be like restrained by all his friends and stuff. And of course, that made it like even more funnier for all of us. It was terrible, man. And then I like ate my whistle. I like bit into it and like crunched it in my mouth, and I think I ate it. But I don't know.
Did you do
It
that
was-
towards someone? Like, were you going by them, facing them, as you just ate your whistle?
It was chewy. It was a chewy whistle.
Dude, that's like old bearded.
I've
Dragons
never
when we
been
would,
on a
like,
float trip.
make people
oh,
cry.
we've never talked about bearded dragon games, man.
Seriously, how do you even?
There was one kid on the other. So like Bearded Dragons was a soccer team of all our friends, indoor soccer, and it was a total joke. Like everybody would like wear costumes, and like Ian would run around with like a megaphone on the field while he was playing. And one
Which
time,
they all pay to sign up.
yeah,
to
they
do
paid
this,
for.
like-
Dude, they got kicked. Well, they're banned now. They can't go back anymore. But one time. There was a guy on the other team named Ramos. His last name was Ramos because
I
I
remember
guess
that.
his jersey said Ramos on the back, and everybody was like, "Rainbows, rainbows!" And dude, the guy got so mad. He was like yelling at everybody. It was
Oh
terrible.
my god,
Dude, I
When we
think
got banned.
I don't know if it was him or another player, but somebody had the number 88 on their back, and Ian was like, 88, more like 80, bitch. And the guy got like so pissed about it. Dude, I remember the one time they won one game in all the games that I went to. Like most of the time, Ian would just wear a dress and have like a megaphone on the field and like run.
They'd score their
and,
own
like,
goal like all the time.
He,
Well,
yeah,
he
he'd
would
like
wear a kimono.
he would seriously he would wear a dress and have a megaphone on the field and run circles around the ref, just like having the megaphone play like super
would
annoying
play that-
like
He
sirens
would
and
play that
stuff.
song. No, the song was I don't know what song
It was
it is, but it's
Yeah, like he
Dude,
just runs circles around the ref doing that. But one night they won, and the night that I watched them win, I seriously had tears of beautiful victory in my eyes because it was so funny. Like, these dudes, it was despair on their faces knowing that they lost to these people that were just complete clowns. It was so funny. Especially because the only reason they lost is because they decided on the last play, they were like, we don't need a goalie. We're like, they tied them somehow. And, like, they were like, we don't need a goalie. We'll just score a goal, like, in the last 10 seconds. And I think it was Chris Rayburn, like, kicked it from all the way across the field, and it just slowly rolled into their goal, and they lost. And it was seriously, it was the funniest thing, dude. It was so funny, man.
Dude, one of the games I remember Ian leaving the field and pulling out a slip and slide and and like using it in front of like whoever was watching.
Dude,
those games were so fucking good.
One time I watched Ian is my stepbrother, and he's awesome. But like one time I watched him, I took him to a party, and like immediately when we got to the party, he tore his shirt in half, and he was in like tiny Umbros, and he was dancing crazy on the dance floor, and these dudes got like so mad, and they kicked him out, and it was like it was snowing outside, and it was like really cold, and so they like kicked us out, and we went outside, and he did the splits like in the snow in the driveway in front of everybody with no shirt and tiny Umbros on. He had a heart shaved in his chest, and he just frowned at everybody and flipped them off with two hands, and he goes, "You just kicked out the Zebra King!" And it was so funny, dude. Those people had no idea what they were doing.
Were you at Chris Merrick's house when he wrapped himself in their toilet paper and lit himself on fire and ran out the door?
No.
Oh my god. Do you remember when he cannonballed in like fire, like a bonfire?
Burns all over his legs.
Yeah, dude, when he did a cannonball into the fire, I woke up the next morning and went into his room, and he was sleeping with no covers on, and his Umbros were like burnt to his ass. Like they were melted onto his butt cheeks, and his skin was like burnt. It was ridiculous, man.
Oh my god.
Like that's not even, how is that even partying anymore? That's fucking crazy. Dude,
so
and not
funny.
only that, that was the same night, like, that was his birthday party, and so they made a cake for him that was huge, but it wasn't even a cake, it was meatloaf that had mashed potatoes as icing, and all the letters were written in barbecue sauce, and immediately when they presented it to him, he, like, just jumped on it. He, like, smashed it on somebody else and, like, jumped into it and stuff. Like, it was ridiculous, man.
Dude, didn't he drink like a shitload of pig's blood on like his next
Yeah,
birthday or whatever?
he mixed a bunch
I got
of...
there, dude.
He mixed
He was
a
just
bunch of
covered in like
Everclear.
cake and like drinking blood. That's like, as soon as I got there, that's like the first time I saw him.
He was, I invited these people from Webster that I had never hung out with outside of school. They were like in my film class. I was like, yeah, you should come to this party. Like, we're going to have a big party. It's called a bro down. It's like usually really fun and stuff. And this was like before we had taken it like to that crazy level. And so the first time that these people from Webster came and partied with us, like they came in and instantly saw Ian butt naked drinking Everclear and pig's blood with it streaming down his hairy chest with his mom in the room right next to him.
Yeah, his mom was there. Dude. That is so...
Oh my god.
Dude, his mom... I don't know if I should even say this.
Say it.
No holds barred.
No, I mean, but it has no repercussion on me, just on like another person who probably cares about their reputation. Well, we'll call him Gene. Gene, he put cake in his ass crack, and Ian ate the cake out of his ass crack in front of his
He
mom.
faced his fears into it.
In front of his mom, and then Gene stood up. And didn't Ian like suck his wiener for a second, and they instantly realized they're like first. Like, that's when we were like...
And you made that noise whenever you put your finger
Yeah,
in
like,
your mouth and go...
like pops out.
He did that, but with Ian's penis.
Yeah, dude,
He popped it out like, it was like, boop.
that's
Like,
when
with
like
his
everybody's
wiener.
trying to like one up each other and like trying to do like the gayest thing as possible to make it funny, but like right at that point they're like, we went too far.
Okay.
I have your wiener in my mouth. We went too far.
That's just
I have your
actually
wiener in my
sexual. Like,
Yeah, in front of my mom. Dude, when you're sucking a man's wiener, drinking pig's blood in front of your mom,
Wait,
it's a
his
crazy
mom. Why
lifestyle.
was his mom there?
Because it was his
It
mom's
was
house.
her
and
house, man.
She just let us have parties like
She-
this.
But
She
did
didn't
she walk
care at
in
all,
on
like, what
that
we
time?
did.
She walked in then?
She was part of it, dude. She was
Yeah.
like
Dude.
drinking with us and stuff.
Yeah, she didn't care at all.
No, wasn't everybody jumping up on the floor so much that like the whole
Oh,
first story
shaking?
was like going down?
Yeah.
Like, dude,
We were like beating on the walls. Fingerhut like stepped through a glass coffee table and like shattered it. And,
that
like,
is
nobody cared.
unbelievable. That's like from an '80s movie.
People were chicken fighting like in the middle of their living
Dude,
room.
we were chicken
Good
fighting.
God.
I won the whole chicken fighting tournament. And dude, I'm so glad I did because we just played on hardwood floor, so all those people that I soullessly pushed down while I was drunk, like they probably just hit the ground like so hard, and I didn't have to deal with any of the consequences at all because I won. It was awesome, dude. I literally thought the house was gonna fall apart. Like when there were so many people in it jumping around. That was the first time I heard that Sleepyhead song by Passion Pit, and like everyone like
man.
that song's like a really strong like stomp clap like song, you know, and like so everyone was just stomping on the ground and punching the walls and stuff, and I actually thought the house was gonna explode. Like I really thought that the structural integrity of the house was
Fiery.
it was gonna be gone.
Dude, I
That'd
feel,
be the best way to go.
I feel like that song like fucked up a lot of people's houses. Like that was like across the board, just fucking up your house song.
Yeah, bro downs were.
Yeah.
It's not wise to host a bro down because they just.
Not at all, man. Dude.
Yeah, why would you?
I don't even know if
Dude,
I'm capable of these things anymore, though. Honestly.
Did you guys ever go to the parties at my first place with Lauren and Mandy?
Yes.
Yep, that's when I hammered a freaking sucker into the ground.
I remember that. Yeah, I almost got arrested that night.
Yeah, I
Son
almost
of
got
a-
you arrested. I apologize.
That was like the first time we actually met too.
Dude, I think so.
Wait,
That was
Lance,
awesome.
why
That's
were
good.
you hammered a sucker into the ground?
Dude, you know me, man. I
It was
fucking
right
get
before
drunk
you
and then
left
I
for London.
freaking turn into an orangutan and I start destroying
It was
everything
funny.
that comes to my peripheral.
Dude, it was
Dude,
so funny.
How
I
did,
It was so
yeah,
funny.
I'm every type of grade A. Dude, no, but like I put freaking what is that germ-free stuff?
Germex.
Germex. I put Germex all over like a freaking sucker.
What's that germ-free stuff?
And then I freaking put it in my mouth, and like
Ah.
obviously it tastes like shit. So I put it on the ground and like I got a hammer and I just hammered it into the ground like over and over again. It was totally disrespectful. To
Dude,
DJs, and I apologize.
No. Well, the funny thing is, like, right before you did that, like, my neighbor came over and was like, "One more loud thing, and we're calling the cops."
Dude.
And as soon as I walk upstairs, Lance is hammering a
I
sucker
hammered it,
into the
dude.
ground.
Like freaking like 8 or 9 times into the ground.
I mean, by that point, you can't do anything but laugh, man. It's just like,
Yeah.
fuck. Like, well, bring on the cops.
Dude, it was one of those things where like I was drunk enough that the neighbor would have came back. I could have hammered his forehead and sent him down the stairs or
Dude,
something.
you should. That guy was crazy.
I would
that
have
guy was
executed
so
him at a
crazy.
party. Just been like, oh, hey guys, he's
Just put
dead.
the
Kill him
stick
with
to
a
Party
his
sucker.
on.
Dude, you'd be the first person ever to kill somebody with a sucker.
I was talking about the hammer, but yeah, I nail a sucker into his forehead. That's how he dies.
Oh my god.
That's his funeral.
It's like a pina colada or a cream soda dum dum sticking out of his
Guys,
forehead.
I gotta get up at 8:30. He's got a freaking
Or it
sucker
just
deep in his
stays in there
forehead.
forever. Like it just stays in his forehead. Jesus.
What is that growth in your forehead? I some jerk off fucking nailed a sucker into my forehead at a party. I'm really upset about it.
Dude, we had a dress to get screwed party.
I remember that. guy.
You remember? Oh my god, that got so sloppy. I woke up the next day. There was porn magazines everywhere. All the living room furniture got pushed 2 rooms back into the kitchen. The TV was in. The TV, I don't even know where it was, but
How did your furniture?
entire-
end up-
I'll have to find that picture again. But there's a picture that like woke up and it's just like a mask, a chicken wing, and then just like a dirty magazine. Like that was like the first thing I saw when I woke up. It was so fucking crazy. We had that party and I was the only one in the house that didn't get laid that night.
Dude, people don't like freaking have like good house parties anymore, man. Everybody
No,
just
everyone
goes to the
grew
Grove.
up.
Well, you can go to bars now.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
but
not even fun anymore.
it's,
That's not- no. I want a good house party.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like
that
see, here's the
doesn't-
thing: everybody's old enough where they have like actually expensive things in their house now, and they're all afraid about it.
I
People
will
like,
never own expensive
that's why we need
things.
a warehouse, man. We need to get a fucking warehouse.
Yeah,
and,
so we can just do
fucking
this
have
shit.
ultimate parties.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, I mean, I don't feel like that stuff really happens that much here in New York either. Like, we've been trying to, like, have shows and parties, like, in our space because it's, like, really big and open, but, I mean, we haven't really done it yet, but, I think it's... I think it'll work.
That's why like camping's so awesome. Like if you go to like a campground, it's fun with other people around, but like if you go to like an isolated one, then it's just you can do whatever the fuck you want. You can get as loud as you want, make a big fire, everybody can get drunk and get lost in the forest. Like, those are the best times, man. Those are the best times when you wake up naked in the forest.
Dude, Daddio Patio camping.
You know,
I did wake up naked in the forest.
Guys,
this is like what?
This is a legitimate idea. Like, you can buy plots of land in Missouri for like $500, and we should do it and just build like a steel shed out there, and it'll be like that'll be the real Daddio Patio. Like, we'll go out there like once a month and just like freaking get wild. But anyway, finish
the craziest time ever. Yeah.
We went camping like I guess it was like 4 or 5 years ago, and this is the time when like I freaking got ridiculous and started jumping over other people's fires like an Indian and like dancing around like an Indian, jumping around, and then like one other guy was like, "Hey, I'm like, hey, can I try some of your Jack Daniels?" He's like, "Sure," and he handed me the fifth, and I just pounded half of the fifth of Jack Daniels in front of him, and then dude, freaking, like I woke up naked in my tent, so cold. It was like 20. It felt like it was like 20 to 30 degrees, like like that early morning cold, but this is like late November, and I was like fucking shivering, and I remember literally like, there was puke in the tent too. I remember literally being like, dude, I wish there was wolf spiders that I could cuddle with. Like, I was so cold. I wanted to, like, cuddle with the fur of, like, a wolf spider. Some type of, like warmth, dude, like a carpet or something. I was freezing, man. Like, and I wasn't in my sleeping bag at all. Just, like, naked, like, just, like, laying there in the cold. But, in my brain was completely destroyed. That's when you wake up and you're just like, dude, who am I? Like when you get that drunk and you wake up next day,
every little
and
thing.
You're like, what room? What? Who is identity? My brain? Wolf spiders?
Dude, speaking of freezing, like someone asked me when the coldest I've ever been was the other day, because it's been pretty cold in New York still, and like somebody was asking me the coldest I've ever been, and I think the coldest I've ever been was in freaking northern Scotland when we went camping, and like we went camping in November, and like I literally had like frost like on my body, like on the sleeping bag and like on the tent and like on my face and shit. I had to like get in like a tiny ball and like sleep like that because it was like the coldest I've ever been. And this dude had like an acid flashback, and I thought he was gonna stab me, and he was like freaking dude, I don't know if I've told this on Daddio Patio before, but like when we were with like my roommates and I from London went camping in Scotland over fall break, and just like all of a sudden, one of the kids just went insane. Like, he just dropped to his knees, like, while we were, like, walking through this trail, like, in the wilderness. And he, like, pulled this Bible out, and he was, like, screaming at the sky about Jesus and stuff. And, he, like, pulled my friend's phone out of his pocket and called 999, and, like, which is the equivalent of 911. And, like, the ambulance came and, like, took him away and stuff. It was really crazy, dude. Like, it was really weird. And then I had to sleep next to him, like, in a tent, and
in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and I really thought that he was gonna sneak out and kill us, but yeah, I don't know.
That's crazy, man.
God, that'd be fucking terrifying.
Dude, that literally was the most terrifying moment. Like when we were in the middle of nowhere and this kid started freaking out about Jesus and stuff, and I knew that he had like a camping knife. I like texted, like, I think I texted my mom, and I was like really, like, we'd been drinking and smoking and stuff, so I was like kind of fucked up, and I like texted her. I texted like my mom and my girlfriend at the time, and I was like, holy shit, I'm in the woods in Scotland. I'm like so scared. I don't know what's gonna happen. This guy's gonna shank me in the throat. And then yeah, dude, but like the ambulance people came, and like the Scottish lady that got out like found out that this guy just like smoked a bunch of weed, and she was just like ashamed of him. She was like, what would your mother think? Like, and they put him in the back of the ambulance, and everybody got in the back, and I was like, can I ride in the front? And they were like, yeah, that's fine. So I got in the front, dude. So I got in the front of this ambulance in the middle of nowhere in Scotland. But since it's like the UK, I was on the driver's side. So I was like in the driver's seat of like this ambulance in the middle of Scotland, like driving through the mountains, like talking to this dude. It was so weird, dude. It was like the weirdest experience, man. But I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm just rambling about nothing. But
dude, that'd be the fucking most like. I don't know. I'm not a mom, but like I feel like as a mom, that'd be the most terrifying like text message to receive from like your child. Like I don't know where I'm at. I'm in the middle of Scotland.
You're in Europe, and like
this dude's got a knife.
There's nothing she can do.
Yeah, I don't know. I talked to my mom though. She was. I talked to her later, and and made
Dude,
sure.
how many
everything was
heart
cool.
attacks have you given your mom, man?
Dude, speaking of, my mom just sent me freaking tagalongs, dude. She sent me another box of tagalongs, but I wasn't here to receive them today, so I got to go to the post office and pick them up. Because of course she made it to where you
can
have
I
to
tag
sign
along?
for it. Because I'm not gonna have some asshole in the lobby stealing my tagalongs. But so I got to go to the post office tomorrow and pick up my tagalongs. My mom
Hey,
sent it to
that's a
me.
worthy journey, though, man. That's a worthy journey.
Yeah, dude. Shouts out
Throw
to
some
my mom.
samosas in
Dude,
there too. Ooh, good for me.
They're probably eating them at the freaking post office right now.
I swear,
can't help
that's-
myself.
that's-
Open them up.
That's one of the few things that would make me actually kill. Is if they open my tagalong box, I would take somebody's life. I'd pull their soul out like a tablecloth with dishes on it. Like their whole body would remain, their body would still be standing there, but I rip their soul out like that from them.
Like what? How would they react? They'd be like,
The ultimate violation right
like
there.
that's everything that's gone. And you ripped all because they like couldn't help themselves over freaking peanut butter and chocolate cookies.
You get there tomorrow and you're like, yeah, I'll pick up for Andrew Alton, and they're just licking their fingers.
Yeah, I hope
already.
you don't mind. We opened up the box a little bit, had a couple ourselves. Because we
And I
just
suck
couldn't
their
help
soul
ourselves.
out.
Next song, man.
I'm like Shang Tsung, dude. I show up with no pupils at the post office like Shang Tsung. Dude, but then if I die, like all the souls are gonna escape and go into the sky, and Liu Kang will reunite with his brother and everything.
Dude, I don't mean to be like a health freak or anything, but dude, each one of those cookies has like 19 grams of fat in it. Like, dude, like,
Look,
Oh,
man,
I eat boxes
I
at a
eat
time.
really
it's
healthy.
ridiculous, man. It's like so much fat. Like, yeah, you can't eat just one. You gotta eat the whole box.
I ate a box of Girl Scout cookies today, actually.
Dude, there's like 12 cookies in each
You
box.
ate a whole
and it's
box
like
today?
it's like it's got 30 servings of like 1,000 calories.
You
Like,
ate a
dude,
whole
it's
box today?
ridiculous.
Yeah, you ate a whole box. Back
Yeah.
up.
That,
You don't just
Like,
eat.
yeah, that's
a
not
little.
a-
You
that's
ate
what
the
they
open a
whole
box.
box.
What
what are you
kind
guys?
were
You
they?
guys fucking pilgrims? Huh?
It was just Thin Mints today, but I ate like a box of tagalongs and half a box of Samoas the other night.
Dude,
Dude.
I like saving all the coconut in the Samoas and then just snorting it right after. Just immediately get all the coconut.
I just
in
put the
there.
whole carton in the microwave and roll it up into a plastic ball full of chocolate and just eat it like a hamburger.
That's
You
absolutely
just wrap it with Thin Mints.
Do you guys freeze your Thin Mints? Or your some?
Yeah,
Yes.
dude, for sure.
I don't really
And
fuck with the
tagalongs.
Thin
Yeah, any of them, pretty much.
Samoas, yeah,
Any of them
it's
with
so
chocolate.
good.
Dude, yeah. Any like chocolate candy, like Reese's peanut butter cups and like Kit Kat bars.
Why
and
does
Snickers
freezing
bars.
things make things taste better?
Dude, honestly, like
I don't know. That's a good question.
I might be.
Yeah, that is a good question.
I'm not trying to be negative here, but I don't really like freezing chocolate stuff because it makes it all waxy. I like the
Fuck is
texture
this
to
guy?
be like. I like
You're a
to,
frozen pizza roll guy. Okay.
dude. You know what I used to do? I used to get flips, which is those pretzels with the chocolate on them. And when I was driving
Yeah.
in my car and I had the heat on, I'd hold them in front of the heat for like 3 seconds so they get all melty, and I'd eat them, and they're so much better that way, dude. I like my
Well,
chocolate
dude, then you got
drippy.
shit all over your fingers, man. Like if you freeze, what is that with freezing? Like it's like, is it the texture or like it like compacts the chocolate in such a way that it's like better?
Dude, have you ever
Get
like
it.
put your Girl Scout cookies in the microwave for a second?
Huh.
That's the
Ooh,
opposite
man.
of what I like.
Except for the hamburger.
Well, yeah. Either way, like you can go both extremes with chocolate.
You just gotta
It's
change
both
the temperature.
fucking delicious, man.
Yeah,
It's
to make it
fucking
better.
delicious.
You guys ever put lightning bugs in the refrigerator?
No.
Yeah. Do they
If you put them in there, they fall asleep, and then you can just play with them, dude. Like action figures. I think.
they die
No, I think they just go to sleep.
I eat
But
them.
forever.
Do they
yeah, they go to
taste
sleep
better?
forever. It's really weird. They do. They have a different texture. It feels good in your incisors.
They fall
Dude,
asleep forever.
Dude, I used to treat lightning bugs like total shit, man. I
Oh,
would
dude.
I'd treat them like crayons
Oh,
that were
yeah.
like had one use.
Dude, we would go out with like this big. It was like a wiffle ball bat, but it was bigger and it was orange, and we would just hit them, and,
Yeah,
and then we would have lightsabers.
They're the friendliest animal. But like, yeah, you grab them, and you rip their freaking thorax off, and then you freaking scribble into the bricks, and like so it glows for half a second. Their life is gone forever.
And that's why they're going extinct.
Dude,
Dude, and
seriously.
they-
I really don't.
Because I killed a bunch of them with a wiffle ball bat when I was a kid.
Hey, when is the next cicada season?
Dude, right when you were talking about that, I was thinking about smashing cicadas with this like a bat also.
Dude, I would smash every cicada.
They're crunchy, man. Any bug that's like big and crunchy and flies slow, It's a great animal to hit with a baseball bat. But that's the thing, man. Like, that's what people get the satisfaction of killing bugs is their crunchiness. Like,
It's like a what? Then why don't they just step on a bunch of chips?
because they're sick and they need to see a life end under
Yeah,
their
dude.
foot.
Ian used to just eat cicadas. Like, he would just take them alive and just put them in his mouth and eat them.
I can't even believe
gross.
that, dude. Like, their hands are like little claws because they climb trees all the time. So if you swallow that, dude, it's got to be like dragging down your throat with its freaking fingers.
It's screaming. It just screams in your stomach the entire time.
God. I really wish I would have eaten them, though, last time they were here, because I hear you can, like, roast them and
Dude,
shit.
well, when's the next one? Is it every 7 years, or is it like the
It
Olympics?
won't be a big one for a while.
2014,
What?
Brood 3, a 17-year cicada cycle is expected at the northern edge of Missouri.
So basically,
God
there's
damn
a
it, I want
cicadas
St.
every
Louis.
year now.
Dude, we gotta go
Wait,
there
does
and
Northern
film an
Edge count?
episode.
In 2015,
The northern
Brood
edge?
4 will emerge in western Missouri, and Brood 23, I don't know if I'm saying that right, in southeastern Missouri.
Brood?
Yeah, it's Brood. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's right.
sounds
Yeah,
like
that's right.
brood. It's kind of a weird way to put it, though.
Yeah, but after 2015, they're not coming back again until 2024,
Dude, so
Damn it. You got a
So
long
we gotta
time to
party
wait.
which
hard.
is the largest one. The largest one, 2024.
Really?
God damn it.
Dude, I'm gonna be fucking, like, 49 years old.
I know, we're have kids. We're like, we're gonna be out with the kids smashing them with tennis
You'll not
rackets
be
and fucking
49
golf
years.
clubs.
It's in 10. It's
Oh,
in
yeah,
10
you will.
years.
Yeah, that's 15 years?
10 years.
No, 10
Oh,
years.
shit.
Yeah, no, you won't.
2029?
We're gonna be in our
Oh,
mid.
2024. That's 10 years.
10 years.
Holy
Oh, okay.
shit, we're
I'll
gonna be in our.
I'll still be in my prime.
We're gonna be in our mid-30s, man.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude.
Holy shit.
dude, I look
Think
forward
about
to that. I think
Yeah,
we're gonna be
I-
even
I
cooler
think,
then.
I still think mid-30s is
Oh,
really
easily.
young. You just
I
hopefully
think we're
learn
gonna be
more.
cooler than we are now in our mid-30s.
I'm gonna say, I mean, like, of course we are. Like, it only gets better the more years we live on Earth.
It could
and
get
do
worse.
things.
It could get worse.
Well, I feel like if none of us are addicted to, like, a supremely heavy drug, like meth or heroin, I think we're doing pretty good.
What if you fall off your roof while hanging Christmas lights and you have bird legs for the rest of your life?
Damn, then I hope they're like.
I guess that would make you cooler.
If I see,
I'd respect you more if you walked around like a bird.
if I see any of you at age 35 and you have bird legs, I'm
you fall
castrating
off,
myself right then.
you land straight on your legs. You're like, God! Oh, God, my legs are backwards
They're
now.
like, so you
And
can
it doesn't
take the
even
metal
hurt.
legs or you can take the bird legs. I'm going bird.
They just set you up with the reverse knee set up, and then you gotta walk around like that.
You gotta like nest every time you sit down in that chair. You have to like you sit down like a bird. And, like your legs are folded underneath your body.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
Dude, like,
Your legs are just always asleep.
like imagine like being behind someone like that in the grocery store, and they gotta like hobble forward like a bird.
Yeah, do they have to hop? I feel these are. Well,
You'd have to. Would you have to get new pants? Like a new.
I don't
You'd
know.
have to get custom made pants, right?
Yeah, I guess you would.
Or you just
Because
wear 'em
birds don't like
backwards.
stand up straight. They have kind of hunch, or they're kind of like squatting the whole time. Yeah, you'd have that extra long jeans so they can make it around the curve of your legs.
Oh my god.
The curvature of your legs
Bell bottoms
requires
only,
extra
man.
long jeans, and you probably have to like.
Wear Jinkos the rest of your life.
I mean, shit. You got to change a lot of shit in your life. You can't. How do you drive a car? You can't drive a car with bird legs, like,
You're facing backwards when you're trying to drive.
or unless you drive with your feet and you have your hands with sticks in them to control the acceleration and brakes. But that might be too ridiculous.
The fact that we have bird legs isn't enough, though.
Is it about that time?
I don't know, is it?
Yep.
Nice pooter.
What for ultimate final topic?
The ultimate final topic here.
Ultimate final topic.
Ultimate final topic.
Favorite candy?
Shaving your butthole.
Shaving your butthole.
Shaving your butthole.
Waxing it.
Oh my god, are we actually
I've
gonna talk
never-
about buttholes for your?
No,
I
no.
we almost got through. I've never shaved my butthole.
I have.
You're not living.
I'm all
I
natural.
feel like
Nobody likes pooping through a net.
Yeah, dude, shitting through a net.
Man, shitting through a net, man.
Is that the main perk? Is you just have to wipe like once and you're good.
I think the ideal setup is to get
Damn, dude,
waxed.
All right.
But at the same time, like I feel like you You gotta shave your butthole though. That's, I mean, you actually have to go through the procedure of like spreading your legs in front of a
You're
fucking
going completely blind
I
at
just
it,
do it
man.
in the shower, man.
I don't know, man. I feel like I don't know.
Damn. I'll think about this one.
Yeah.
I'll let you know how it goes.
Dude,
I'm
I
not
want to get
against
I want to get laser butthole hair removal. Like with whenever Daddio Patio blows up, the first thing we're gonna do is we're all gonna go get laser butthole hair removal together.
Dude,
How does
I'm
that-
so
how-
down for
the
that.
doctor's gonna
how's
come
that
in.
work? Like, is the laser like
It's
that
like-
accurate? Like, what if it shoots straight in your
Well,
sphincter
the way
and
you
freaking
worded
ruins
that
your
laser
insides?
butthole hair remover, it's like the
You
laser's
never
coming out
shit
the
right
butthole.
again.
Dude, like he's gonna come in with like a laser pistol and like we're all lined up, like with our buttholes out, and he's gonna shoot us all, like just like pew 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 pew, like shoot us all in the buttholes.
Like, there's no reason for us to go at the same time. There's no reason. He's like, I can take care of all you guys at the same time. Just come on in. I got my
He's
guns
got like
ready.
he's like dual wielding like 2 pistols.
Do you think he could do
He
it
does
blindfolded?
the guns.
Dude, freaking.
He's doing trick shots. He's shooting it off like a tin can in the other room into your butthole.
Dude, I say I'm like suspicious of like lasers and shit, but like I had lasers shot straight in my damn retinas
So did I.
for LASIK, and it did the job, man. Well, I don't know how they do. Like, isn't it like they're just like they're taking the irregularities?
Yeah, they just no, they
in your pupil.
They,
How the fuck
I
does
know
that
exactly
work?
how it works. The reason that your vision is blurry is because light is not entering your eye the right way because your eye is the wrong shape, like the surface of your eye. So they correct it with a laser with like very minor adjustments by like burning it off until it is the right shape, and then they close the skin back up over the top of it, and then you see better the next day. It's incredible. It's magical, dude. When I
It
got
really is
LASIK,
magical,
dude,
man.
like it seriously is magical, man. I worship Dr. Pepos now.
You go in there. Yeah, you go in there. Dr. Pepos, by the way. You go in there, and Dr. Pepos is like a hologram. It's like a sci-fi movie. He enters. He greets you when you walk in. He's like, "Hi, I'm Dr. Pepos. How you doing?" He's like the nicest guy. Coming in, I'll shoot lasers into your eyes. I'm like freaking like. Yeah, I just remember like the popping sound. It's like as the laser shooting my eyes. I was drugged up as shit, and like freaking like I just remember like
Yeah,
smelling-
dude,
don't
I
know,
could
from them,
smell
I
my
just
own
did a bunch
eyes.
of
yeah, I did a
I
bunch
could
of shit before I went in.
Yeah.
I could smell my eyes burning. I don't know if, but like, it like, they were, and I remember them like suctioning my eye out of my brain, like freaking, like they're like pulling my eye out and then shooting lasers. But like, when you're that drugged up, like you just don't care. And like, they cut they got like a razor blade and they slide it across to your eye, so they cut off just the tip of your freaking cornea. And then they grab that flap and they pull it to the side, and your gelatinous inside of your eye is there, and they shoot. You know, I know this. Like, I felt it, but I know because my mom had it done, and she actually had it, like, recorded. Like, I don't know
Lance,
why they sell it to you. That's
Lance,
fucking
we watched that
ridiculous.
tape of your mom's eye surgery on like their huge big screen TV.
Yeah, I watched my mom's eyes get slit in half and then
It's so
laser shot
fucked
them.
up.
It's crazy.
It's like a
man.
horror movie.
They cut off. Yeah,
Oh
it
my
was,
God.
dude. It was a horror movie, dude. And oh god, remember they had like
Yeah.
hooks in her eyelids.
They
and,
did
like,
that to
stretched
us
her eyes
though,
apart?
man.
And then they-
I've had that happen to me now. Like,
Yeah, but
Yeah, but I just act like that didn't happen. I just act like they just
Dude,
it was a dream. But dude, they like freaking like when they pulled the flap was to the side, you can tell it's like jelly inside your eye. It's like a
Yeah.
jelly
Vitreous liquid.
vitreous liquid. But like, dude, it was fucking
dude,
crazy,
yeah, they
man.
gave me 2
But,
Valiums, and like I didn't think it did anything to me, and they put me in this tiny room, and it was just me and another dude in the dark,
Yep.
lit by a candle. It was just me and a stranger.
Yeah, and there's a little
Yeah, and
fountain
we
in
were
there too,
both
wasn't there?
we were both in we both just had gowns and hairnets on, and we were just like laughing about nothing. It was just me and this stranger just talking about bullshit, like laughing in the dark. And then they came and took him away, and then I thought like I wasn't that messed up, and then they came and got me, and like when I stood up, dude, I felt like I weighed like 1,000,000 pounds. And then they took me into the freaking alien abduction chair, and Dr. Pepos pulled out 2 twin pistols and shot me in both my eyes.
Pulled out a gold PP7. And just shot you
Dude,
straight in the eye.
My little brother and dad had it done at the same time, and like my little brother said that my dad was telling like that's what she said jokes to him. Like my dad would never like tell those jokes ever, but like he was like, because it puts you in
Dude,
that
it's your deep
mindset.
subconscious, man. It comes out. My mom quizzed me about all my darkest secrets when I got my wisdom teeth out.
Oh yeah,
I can't
No
believe she.
way.
Wait, like
Yeah,
truth
she
serum.
was driving me.
Oh,
That's
that's so
awesome.
cruel, man.
I
I
totally
just
believe
got
she
my
did that.
wisdom
That's
teeth
great.
removed.
That's a total.
Yeah,
Karen
dude, my
Allen
mom
called
was
me.
driving me home from getting my wisdom teeth out, and it was when I was living upstairs at my parents' house, and she knew I was like all silly on drugs, and she was like, Andrew, those girls that come over, are you having sex with them? And I was like, some of them. Like, I just told my mom, like, straight up, which is ridiculous. But
Yeah, like
I quit. That's what I did to Ken's when she got her wisdom teeth taken out. I asked her about all the girls.
Yeah,
she's
nothing.
having over.
I was not that bad. I had like 20. I had 20
Yeah, I
minutes.
know.
I like talked to the. This was like 2 weeks ago. I talked to the nurse about like anal anal parasites.
Parasites.
And like, well, she told
What?
me to not stick my fingers in my mouth because the dirtiest part of your body. And then I asked her if it was dirtier than the butthole. And then she told me that like you gotta worry about anal parasites and you don't want that. It's sticking your.
anal parasites. I think you said eagle parasites.
dude,
Yeah, she's telling me about evil parasites. Anal.
dude, it's so crazy how
Jesus.
like
Parasites.
these drugs will just revert you to like your cartoon self. Like it's just like exactly what's at the very bottom of like your subconscious. Like I know like
Anal parasites,
even
that's
though
one
like
of
you're
mine.
saying like your dad wouldn't do like that's what she said jokes, like you know he has to think about that shit if like when he's really messed up that's like the first thing that he says. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's at
yeah,
the
so
center
like
of
it's
his
got to
core.
be on your mind. Like I'm sure that's why like
Dude,
Go ahead.
I got really disappointed when you guys came over when I had that anesthesia and we were expecting me to be all loopy, but it had no after effect
I didn't have any
whatsoever.
after effect either.
Was it the first episode?
No, that was when we all went over to my parents' house and recorded.
Oh yeah.
like it had like little to no after effect on me whatsoever. I was disappointed.
I know. I
wanted
thought
to
it would
record
have like
more.
a day of being screwed up.
when they did surgery on my hand.
Dude,
Yeah, Ken's was like totally lucid and coherent.
I wasn't, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I recently had surgery on a cyst under my armpit, and while they were putting me down for like the anesthesia or whatever, like they said I was going to sleep, and then I woke up really quick and I started flailing around and trying to fight everybody in the freaking surgery room, so they'd shoot me with a second dose. I
They
swear to
did.
God,
Dude, it's like
they'd
that
shoot me with an extra
like that scene in
tranquilizer or
Jurassic
whatever.
Park. They're like, shoot him!
Yeah, shoot Dude, like, yeah, they said like I woke up like at the normal, like after like 2 hours or whatever, and like and they said that they expect me to be asleep for like 4 hours or whatever because like the amount they had to like shoot into me to put me to sleep, which is like a terrible thing to say to me. Like they could have killed me, man. They could have like put me into a coma.
Like we really pushed the line on this one, Lance.
Yeah. But dude, you know what? Like I think what did is like I'm thinking like because I've been put under for like freaking wisdom teeth. I was like I knew they were shooting the gas into me, and I was focusing on like that like dividing point between conscious and unconscious, and I was like focusing on it to see if I could like detect like when it like transferred, and I guess I got stuck in some type of goddamn limbo, and freaking came out of the anesthesia, but it was crazy, dude. I mean, I don't remember it, but it was supposedly crazy. But yeah, man, grocery stores.
Dude, yeah,
Fucking
the whole thing.
fucking grocery
I
stores.
feel like
All
my
comes
whole
back to
experience
grocery
at the grocery store as a child feels about the same as when I was like on those crazy drugs to get Dr. Pepos or like my wisdom teeth or my shoulder surgery or whatever. Like it's all a haze, dude. Even when I ate Lil Smokies and puked them all over, like it's all a haze, man. It was weird. The whole
Dude, did Pepos give
he
you a
did,
bottle
he
of wine?
did.
Yes, or is it champagne?
Was it champagne? I don't remember. I drank
Why?
it. I drank
I
it
thought
like
it was
so
champagne.
soon. I think I drank it like that night.
Yeah, I took mine as a shot. I think like
He gave you champagne.
dude.
Yeah.
Like, congrats,
Yeah.
you can see.
It's a
But
bottle of
dude,
Andre.
he gives it to you like the day after surgery, and you can't drink it for like a
No,
week.
I
'cause you're not always,
definitely
like,
drank
paying
it too
medicine, like-
soon. It was really
It
dumb.
just tempts you, man.
Dude, like
Yeah.
the first thing you see with your new pristine
But,
vision is Dr. Pepos' smiling face presenting you with a bottle of champagne. It's magic, dude. It's beautiful.
Dude, I could see immediately. I could see immediately. I know, Andy, you had to wait like months. 'cause
Yeah, I
you
had shit
freaking,
eyes. Yeah,
stigmatism. Yeah, you had shit eyes.
Yeah, you had some.
I
fucking
did, man.
bad
I've had
eyes,
glasses
dude.
since I was 3, and to correct that, I guess took a long time. But now I have good vision, so.
Well, if you have astigmatism, they don't cut the flaps and then put them back down.
Yeah, what they do is So like with the regular procedure, they cut a flap in your cornea, and they open it, and then they change the shape of your retina with lasers, and then they close your corneal flap. But since my eyes are shaped weird because I have an astigmatism, they just cut the corneal flap off. They just cut the front of my eye off and lasered the shit. And then they put like Band-Aid contacts on it, and I wore those for like 2 weeks, and then I did like a series of drops for like 2 or 3 months or something. But now I have good vision. It was
crazy, man.
a weird experience, but
Yeah.
you know, it's good now. So, and I was driving. I was out
Indeed.
there on the roads, so be careful, cause
Yeah, that's safe. All right, hey, we've come to the end.
well,
This is the end,
Wow.
my only friend, the end.
Is everybody
Ready?
ready for this shit?
3.
Thanks for joining us on the grocery store episode.
Thanks for having us.
And
Thanks.
hey guys,
Ken,
we-
thanks for being on.
Yeah,
when
thank
when you see
Ken.
when you see the Daddio Patio TV show, it'll be almost as beautiful as having sight for the first time, and so get ready for it. And
Exactly.
it's coming your way. So
Yes.
sorry for the delay in
And-
episodes, but we'll keep quality shit coming, and I hope you smile back with us.
Yeah, and don't just watch through a TV screen too. You guys should all join the audience too and
Yeah.
watch it.
Sweaty warehouse shows. Parties.
Sweaty warehouse.
All right.
All right, guys, we love you. Without any further ado,
Eddie.
yeah.